Hello, this is Michael Frost. So I'm going to talk about Brandon Coop today. Brandon, met him. He was working for Marquee Home Placement Services. He did a lot of field work with Red Cross and a McDonald House and what have you. While he was working for Marquee, he was getting a divorce or separation from his girlfriend, needed a place to stay. He asked to borrow some money. I said, sure. Soon it became $3,000. Soon it became $4,500. I had to turn him into social services, adult and family services. And they got involved. They did absolutely nothing. So my son Tim Frost, CEO of his own company, had received his $100 million back then. So he flew in. It was in March. And I think he met with Brandon. They talked. And long story, he paid me $1,500 back. So when I sold my property in Junction City, I felt bad that he had to pay this money back. I felt bad for him. And besides, he was now selling real estate for Camarel Real Estate in Eugene, Oregon. So I trusted them. My property I was selling fell apart. I asked him if he could ask his brokers if they would be interested in helping me. Nope, they didn't. The agent broker wanted me to take $5,000 or give the check of $5,000 to the buyer. I was selling Fed VA. I had no interest of doing that. I had no need of doing that. When I contacted my sons, I figured, well, I'll cancel this. Went to Brandon Coop. He said nope. Then I gave my POA to my son, drove to Salt Lake City, came back, I think it was. Anyway, long story, Brandon worked me the whole time when I was away. He enticed me to come back, which I did in 2020, I think it was. But in the meantime, he received thousands upon thousands of dollar sales. We were going to get married. He was going to protect me from my family. And what has he done? He's embezzled everything. I had 3 cashier's checks from the $65,000 that I originally came into town with. He cashed those. Within 6 months, he cashed those. The property I'm living at, he was going to move into that. I was struggling on my rent. He never moved in. He stole everything he could, including my coin collection that I had received from my grandfather. So anyway, I'm turning him in. We met on Grindr, and we did a couple videos, and his partner at the time, his name is Bill. He's kind of a fat slob guy, but he got all pissed off. Well, anyway, a good friend of mine still has those videos, so I guess they might be famous someday. I don't care. This man he's a predator. He's absolutely a predator. Anybody and everybody associated with him is a predator. So anyway, he works for, he's been down to Palm Springs. He's had access to pretty much any property that he can have access to through multiple listing services in the state of Oregon. His brokers work for Marquee as professional medical executives. I trusted these people. They paid him under the table during COVID while he was getting paid from them and stealing money from me. So that goes to show you what kind of this Renee Cattell is. She was concerned. My police report, Brandon kept saying the whole time, oh, I'm going to commit suicide. He's suicidal. I was more concerned about his well-being than I was myself. So, anyway, For what it's worth, thank God for YouTube. I have a congressional candidate now that's going to hear about all of this, and including the ex-governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, well, good day. And Brandon, I want my money back now.